All right, so we're going to begin with factoring. This lesson today is lesson 5.5, where we're focusing on factoring by GCF. Now, if you remember, GCF is greatest common factors. We want to take out as much as possible. Go ahead and pause this so that you can take these notes. Once you're done with those notes, we're going to get started right below it. So we're not going to have to do this every time, but I just want you guys to see and visualize where each of these numbers are coming from, right? So you want to think of factors between 60 and 48, right? I know they both share 1. They both, right? It's 1 and then 60, 1 and 48. 2, which then becomes 24. 24 can't go into 60. 2 and 30, 30 doesn't go into 48, so it stays there. We also have 3. 3, 20 doesn't go into 48. 3 and 3 times 16. 16 doesn't go into 60. All right, so you just kind of want to sit here and think. Other factors: 4, 6, and 12, 5, 10, and 15. And then on the 48, you have 8 left. That takes care of our factors. They share 1, 2, 3, 4, and 12 in common. Now we're going to look at our x's. How many x's do they share? They actually share 3 of them, and then there's 1 left over in the 48. Our y's, they both share 2 of them. There's 1 left over in the 48. Our z's are only in the 48. So what's the greatest that we can take out? A 12, 3 x's, and 2 y's. So we're going to take out a GCF of 12 x cubed y squared. So that's like dividing it out of each of these. So if I divide it, right, I take out 12x cubed y squared. What am I left with inside? Well, 60 divided by 12 is 5. X cubed divided by x cubed is nothing. Y squared divided by y squared is 1. It's not nothing, but it's 1, so those go away. Plus, now 48 divided by 12 is 4. X to the 4th divided by x cubed is x. Y cubed divided by x squared is y, and the z follows along. This has now been factored by using a GCF. So we factored it and worked backwards. If you want to check it, you could always multiply it back, FOIL it out, see if you end up with your original answer. So there are ways to check it. Let's take a look at these examples. Number 1, try and think what the GCF is here. We'll see that the GCF, since both of them don't share variables, the GCF is simply 3. So we factor out a 3 and divide it with what's left, meaning x plus 4. And then go ahead and try the next few. Pause the video so you could try those before I give you the answers. Here are the answers to examples 2, 3, and 4. So this is what we're going to be practicing today. Factoring out what the maximum amount that you can factor out from every single term. Don't let it trip you up for something like number 4. The reason I gave you a problem like number 4 is because of this 1, right? 5x divided by 5x gets you a 1, so do not forget to do that. Yes, you could simplify this further, but the main goal was to say that, right, you could do 1 minus 6, but the main goal was to really practice our factoring skills. So go ahead and continue on with the practice.